They'll try again from the 4. It's 2nd and goal. Play action now with Allen. Bails out of the pocket quick. And he scores. It's a Buffalo touchdown. The Bills take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. Well, whether he stays the go-to guy the entire game, we will all judge together. But no doubt about it, on that opening drive, Brock, he was the star. Bunch of catches and a touchdown to begin this one.
Yeah, I think this is twofold. Number one, you love to get this guy started early. He's a playmaker. He's a difference maker. Number two, this defense, well, they better be on high alert because this offense feels like they have a matchup they can attack, and that time attack a third time for 6.
Tyler Bass on now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bills take a 7-0 lead as he starts this year 1 for 1. Bass now to kick this away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he's going to get up to about the 33, but no more. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Here's 2nd and 7. That's reeled in by Jaden Reed. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And that carry only gets 1 on the plunge up the gut.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. They put a receiver in motion here left. Here we go, 2nd and 9. Hits him on the out route. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Looking for a target. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked up by Shaq Thompson. At the 20. And the Bills will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
I don't know about you, but I'm a little surprised that one didn't make it all the way back for 6. Took some amazing effort from the guys making the tackle to save a touchdown, but still an outstanding return from a defense that sensed they needed the big play, and they found it.
Got it off that interception, Brock. Let's see if they can pay that off with points. Here's 1st and goal. Cook. Goes the wrong way and is going to lose several here.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Now from the 6 after that last play. Here's 2nd and goal.
Hey, home. Look out.
Allen setting up to throw. Pass it down close. And in. Touchdown, Buffalo. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Pass on for the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Bills drive out to an early 14-0 lead. Bass now to kick this away. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Picked off by the Ole Miss rookie. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Hey, tight. Hey, tight.
Cook trying this one up the gut. And he gets it down to the 13-yard line. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
2nd and 3 now.
Half 85. What's that?
Allen setting up play action. This one's caught. And this is down all the way to the 3. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Half. What's that?
Cook runs it in. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills take a 20-zip lead. It's a James Cook touchdown. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns. It has been wash, rinse, repeat for them offensively, Brock, as, well, we all wait for this defense to find a little backbone before this becomes a runaway.
Yeah, I'm a little torn up here in this booth because you're exactly right. Offensively, this is just machine. Surgical. Defensively, you're running the risk of being embarrassed here pretty quickly.
Bass now to kick this away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Here we go.
Thrown back, gets the handoff. This is ahead for about 5. Terrell Bernard tracking that one down. 1st down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you get runs of that length. It may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
Go, go. Ready?
Another carry for him. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. Making the tackle there, Joey Bosa. Only a yard on the pickup, so that's going to bring them to 3rd down and 3.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along the route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
And he's going to get him further up their side of the field with a nice return there, partner, up past the 35. Excellent return. He got 22 before being stopped. And the Bills will take over possession. Markers reset, ball at the 37.
Off 52. It's out.
Shotgun handoff now to Cook. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st. We're through 1 quarter of this opening weekend of football. 21-0 our score. We'll return to Highmark Stadium in just a moment. We're back for the 2nd quarter. Bills in possession of the football. They've got 1st and 10 here, looking to add to their lead.
What's that?
Play action now, Allen. Working the sideline, that's Coleman. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in 1 play and keep driving that defense backwards.
What's that?
1st down throw for Allen. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that really well-covered gate on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Alert! Look out!
2nd down, here's Allen again. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo! The Bills are running away so far. We've got a 27-zip game. Dalton Kincaid with a touchdown. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route, just like a receiver would. It's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
Pass now to kick this away. Kickoff taken at the 3. They'll begin from the 36 as the returner's brought down. The Browns, nice field position here as they start out 1st and 10.
Here we go, set. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Hey.
They're going play action. Has it downfield, working the left. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's good for a Cleveland 1st down. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory.
70 range, 70 range.
Now they'll throw out of the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Even from the booth, Kate, I could hear it. I could hear that front 7 telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did, wasting no time in getting that sack.
They'll send him over right. Another try following the sack. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. We're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
On the set.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Set to the...
Putting a receiver in motion. Here he is on 3rd and long. Escapes the pocket. And they bring him down around the 34.
You know, that's a really good play. I know it doesn't get the 1st down, doesn't keep them on the field, but what it does is it keeps that defense honest. And I promise you, the next time in that situation, they'll have that run in the back of their minds.
18 left, 18 left. 18 Pioneer. 19 Lion. Set go.
Back to throw. He finds him beyond the marker. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field. Looks like they're going to happily turn this one down and let the play stand. A chance to get off the field goes by the wayside. The defensive penalty keeps him out there. Pass play on 1st and 10. He just got rid of it, Brock, but he was still in that tackle box. This is going to draw the flag. Well, I've always wanted to ask this, and this feels like the perfect moment, Brock. Is there ever a time where a quarterback feels intentional grounding is actually worth it?
No. I don't think so. Not for your team, not for your play caller, not for your coach, not for the game situation. There really isn't a time. You've got to find an outlet, somewhere to throw that ball away safely.
Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. That play cleaned up by Matt Milano.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
3rd and long for him here. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down.
Awareness. That's what I call it, Kate. Awareness. You got to have a game awareness and understand the situation. 3rd and long, you should never take a sack. Put the ball in play or throw it away, but don't take a sack in that situation.
Online, but not enough juice. It's no good short. And they continue to trail by, well, Brock, a whole lot more than a field goal.
He was hitting from that distance pregame. Heck, we were on the field watching it, and they were confident he could do so again. Just did not work out this time around.
What's that?
We've got a fumble pretty close to midfield. Well, that didn't take long, Brock. One play, and they're back out there.
Well, that's how a defense can make you awfully happy as an offensive player, especially when you screw it up and you fumble. The defense picks up that offense and puts them right back on the field.
Throwing now, following the turnover. Dumped off to his running back. And he's able to cross midfield before going out.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Running back sent in motion. Has him on the quick hitter. He has room past the 25. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 37 on the play. And that gives the Browns a first.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Bring it. Reload. Ready.
Give now to the running back. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
I got to really rack my brain, Kate, to remember a play, a run in this league that nice. It doesn't end up getting an offensive first down. He did all he could to will this drive forward.
Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. Back to the well again. And he falls through the defense for a touchdown. The Browns fighting back and shaving 6 off that lead. That one splits the uprights. And the Browns cut the lead by a quarter, down now to 21. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. Has this at the 6. Returns looking good so far. And he showed some burst on that return, getting them all the way to their own 40.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
He beams one deep right side. That's cut at the 25. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. He finds 37 yards on the play to move those chains.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. This is Cook on the handoff. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Able to hit Palmer, complete. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 10-yard line.
From the red zone now. That one's incomplete in the end zone.
You hear defensive coaches on every practice field we're on preach not giving up the big play, especially at the NFL level. They'll need to stay vigilant because they're definitely going to use that receiver to take the lid off this defense again.
Now the shotgun give to Cook. And he's brought down for a loss.
You know why baseball coaches are called managers, Kate? Because they got to manage a lot of situations. And I've realized over time and talking to them, they love taking a situation, a game moment, and making it a team topic. That play, by that corner right there, I know this is a head football coach, not a head football manager, but he's going to take that play. He's going to illuminate it to it.
The Browns close in and take him down. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now. And he missed it. It's no good. And the lead does not change. It's still 21 points.
Goal to go and to come away with nothing. Zip, zilch, nothing. It's not all on him for missing the kick. He could shoulder the blame with the 11 other guys who couldn't find the end zone on first, second, or even third and goal.
They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
We'll see what the first half adjustments of the season are as they're teed up, and away we go in our second half. Returning it from the 4. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30.
At their own 29-yard line.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They go play action here. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. He's dropping back to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Hits his running back. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's good for a Cleveland 1st down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Here's a give up the middle. And he's going to work his way almost to midfield. That's stopped at the 48. It's a solid 70-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3. From the 48. Flushed out of the pocket. Jerry Jeudy with the grab. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They get 22 on that one. And that gives the Browns a 1st. Here's the lone back on the handoff. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense. So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways.
Let's go.
1st down, he'll throw it. Hits him on the out route. He has room past the 25. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains. I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out. And this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
An offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to first down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on 3rd and short.
And they're going to pass on 3rd and inches. He has the first over the middle. That's a Cleveland touchdown. It seems like a lot of the time, Brock, even if the results aren't quite as flashy every rep, tight ends are even more reliable scorers than a lot of receivers are when it comes to the passing game.
Yeah, I would agree with that, but there's also a lot more real estate for them to work with, right? Think of the receivers. They got to deal with the sidelines, that 12th defender. Many of these tight ends, they've got a ton of field to work with, and when they prove to the quarterback they can be a difference maker, he'll look for them.
That one right down the middle. And the Browns get it back to a 14-point game. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. He fields it from the 8. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
5 wide, 5 wide, 5 wide.
Play action now with Allen. He throws a bullet to the center of the... And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Denzel Ward makes the play. And the Browns are going to take over after the interception.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop the potential pick 6? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort. There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Here's a throw. Short pass brought in. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. It's a pickup of 11. And that's good for a Cleveland 1st down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
They have themselves another 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Working inside the red zone. Now he'll just throw it away, but here comes the flag. There was nobody in the neighborhood of that one. No one in the area. He was still in the pocket. Seems like a pretty cut and dry intentional grounding to me.
Seems like you want to be an official someday, Kate.
Maybe.
Yeah, because he nailed that one.
So now a much tougher task here as they come up on 2nd and 20. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Escapes out to the left. Toward the sideline and caught by Reed. And able to get this down to the 15 before going out.
It's one thing to draw all these routes up when you're in the pocket. It's quite another when a play breaks down. Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket and scramble. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. Complete beyond the marker. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards them with a 1st and goal.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd down.
And he runs it across, touchdown! The Browns pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. This return starts at the 5. He's got a lane up past the 30. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. They've got first down from the 31. Handoff headed right. It's Cook. He's only going to manage to get back to the line. Tackled there by Jerome Baker. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. From the shotgun, it's Allen. He's got Khalil Shakir. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Cade. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips, cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down.
Hey, tight.
Now Allen. Connection made to Coleman. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a Bills first down.
Half 85.
Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Flush down now to his left. Now he takes it. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good for a Bills first down.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end, only to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that first down anyway. Ugh.
Pass caught, 9-yard line. Touchdown, Buffalo. Pass on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Bills double their lead to 14. Bass now to kick this away. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
They'll come out throwing. Connection made to Judy. And he's going to take this one in for the Cleveland touchdown. The Browns shave some off the deficit late in the quarter. It's a Jerry Judy touchdown. Kicking unit comes out for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Browns chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Return starts at the 3. He stopped on the return at the 27. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Motioning the tight end now. 1st and 10. Here's Allen. Finds Kincaid. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's again at 27 yards to move the chains.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball into your hands, number one. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
We've reached the end of 3 in our Week 1 opener. It's Bills ball. We'll see if they can hang on to this lead till the end. All right, here we go. Second down.
5 wide, 5 wide, 5 wide.
Working from the gun, it's Allen. He's on the move. He slides down. We'll see what the business is with this penalty flag. This could be coming back. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Offense to the line for second down. Allen setting up to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
We get so stuck, Kate, on decision-making being the ball in the hands and where's he throwing it. The ball in the hands in the passing game, and what kind of decision is he going to make? When in reality, in this game, in the fourth quarter, decision-making is also knowing when to salvage a play. Salvage that real estate that's
put the body on the line for his team.
You've got to be cognizant of where the line to gain is. You can't run that route short, and you certainly can't throw it. That route's just not deep enough. Needed to extend it closer to the chains for a first down.
Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1. They'll go. Allen. They can't connect as the coverage comes through with a 4th down stand.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Motioning him from the slot right. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. Oh, putting him in the spin cycle. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that first down.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
From midfield now. Forced out to his right. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Picked off by Terrell Bernard. And the Bills will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
You know, Kate, once you've thrown a couple picks, it's easy to become check down Charlie. Right, just throw it underneath and not take any more risk because you don't want to throw what he just did, his 3rd interception of the game. It's time to protect the football at all costs. And if not, well, that backup better get ready.
Searches from the pocket. And it is intercepted, but he couldn't stay in bounds. Ooh, offense catches a break there. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Back to the air, Allen. Complete to Coleman. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's good for a Bills first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
All right, set now, 1st and 10. Allen fires out wide, complete. And he takes it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. The Bills go up by 2 scores, 13 points in the 4th. Dalton Kincaid with the touchdown, his 2nd scoring catch of the game. one splits the uprights. And the Bills double their lead to 14. Bass now to kick this away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 30.
19, right here. 19, right.
They kick the running back in motion. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it second down.
Not an open passing lane to be found anywhere. He took what he thought was the best one available, and they still managed to tip the ball away.
Let's go.
Second and 10 now. Dumps it off to his running back. And this one doesn't go far.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
So the Bills going with a dime package now on third down. He's going to throw this one. Hauled in left side. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
They'll throw it again. Rolling left, buying some time. Wide open, downfield, got it! That one goes for 31 yards and a first down when all is said and done. So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. Still sticking with the passing game. They left him wide open. It's complete. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They get 22 on that one. And that will set up first and goal.
Ready up. 60 back. Come on. Set. Buffalo 18.
From the red zone now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the pressure drives them backwards.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
A quick throw is swatted away, incomplete.
That's just simply great positioning to swat the ball away. He stayed in a spot where he could disrupt the throw before the target could make a play on it.
They've held him out twice. Here we go, third and goal. They're throwing it. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate said, you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the fourth. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
From the 23. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Jerome Baker has it. And the Browns have some new life in the fourth.
Intercepted by the Browns.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game with now 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
Got it off that interception, Brock. Let's see if they can pay that off with points. Here's 1st and goal. Trying to throw here out of the gun. The shot to the end zone is incomplete.
Well, you got to have a short memory in the NFL. Incompletions happen. Now you got to make the adjustment and go get the next one.
So after the incomplete pass, here's 2nd and goal.
Let's go now. Go.
Throwing from the gun. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Complete to Gary Judy. Touchdown, Cleveland.
They're out to try and tack on the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Browns chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Browns 35.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. He's brought down after a nice return there, which brings us to our 2-minute warning. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. Now it's Cook. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. With 1:54 remaining, the defense burns a timeout.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. He's got this complete to James Cook. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, kid, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
The Bills are going to go ahead and call their first time out. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call's going to be on 3rd down.
Regular. Where's that?
Now run by Cook. And that one's going to back the offense up just a bit here. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. The penalty makes it 3rd and 8 here. Looking to throw. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Warriors 70.
Setting up to pass. Caught by his back. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground.
Ooh, he knew he was going to pay for throwing that. I knew it from up here in the booth watching that happen. But that's an experienced quarterback. If that first primary target isn't there, make sure you find your safety valve. And that got them some yards, so taking that shot, well, it was not for nothing.
Here he is to throw. And that one's unsuccessful.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
60 back there. 60 back there.
They motion a receiver left. Looking to throw it. That's caught for the 1st. And he takes this down after crossing the 45. It's a 26-yard pickup there. And that gives the Browns a 1st.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
Let's go.
Man in motion here. Back to throw. He misfired on that one. It's behind his man.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down.
Last thing, 19.
Motioning the tight end left. He'll look to throw it. That's completed right side. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset?
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
To the line for a new set of downs, only a lone timeout at their disposal.
Go. 18 back. 18 back. 18 right here.
They put a receiver in motion right. He'll throw it yet again. Able to get it to Reed. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain. Now the offense going to take its 3rd and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Ready. 7 Pirates. 19 tight. 19 tight. Let's go.
They are throwing it again. Cut out left. And he takes this one down to the 10 before hitting that sideline. A nice gain of 8 there, and it brings them to 1st and goal.
There's no question the greatest concern there was just getting the 1st down. You want a high percentage throw, and you're not really concerned about big yards. Well, the drag route was perfect. He comes open to short field. It's easy to zip that throw right in there and reset those chains.
Throwing it again here. Getting out to his left. The back's got it. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. So it's the Bills who come away with the win. And they're one of the fortunate teams to begin the season with a 1-0 record. So far, so good to begin this new campaign.